Here's another important topic. This comes from this particular slide comes from a talk by Dennis Gannon, and that's the so-called long tail of science. So we've discussed in detail high energy physics, we've mentioned astronomy, we pointed out genomics. This is sort of big science. Actually, genomics is sort of halfway between big and small science. But there's also the long tail. What is the long tail? It says there are experiments like Atlas with 3,000 people on one experiment. But there are also tens of thousands of biologists doing individual experiments across the country, or tens of thousands of environmental scientists and social scientists doing individual experiments. So this is the long tail of science. It's individual people gathering data. The amount of data for any one person may not be so large, but the total adds up, and Gannon estimates here it's around a petabyte per year and growing fast. And this type of graph here, where you have this hockey-shaped graph, is pretty common in all sorts of fields. It says that it's sort of the 90-10 or 80-20 rule. Exactly what it is, who knows? It says that 20% of the users generate 80% of the data. So that's the things like the 15 petabytes at Large Hadron Collider, or the 70 petabytes of medical imagery. But of course, it's not so obvious that 80% of the data is 80% of the knowledge, because what counts at the end is what knowledge comes out of all of this. So there's a lot of interest in supporting the long tail of science and understanding that better and what it takes to process it. And in fact, one amusing feature of the long tail of science, a lot of it is done with Excel or possibly MATLAB. Namely, the technologies that are used in the long tail are relatively simple technologies.